We are in A Course in Miracles. This is the Foundation for Inner Peace, 3rd edition. My husband is going to read for us today Section 2, Sin versus Error.
Any attempt to reinterpret sin as error is always indefensible to the ego. The idea of sin wholly sacrosanct to its thought system, and quite unapproachable except with reverence and awe. It is the most holy concept in the ego's system, lovely and powerful, wholly true, and necessarily protected with every defense at its disposal. For here lies its best defense, which all others serve. Here is its armor, its protection, and the fundamental purpose of the special relationship in its interpretation. It can be said the ego made its world on sin. Only in such a world could everything be upside down. This is the strange illusion that makes the clouds of guilt seem heavy and impenetrable. The solidness that the world's foundation seems to have found in this. For sin has changed creation from an idea of God to an ideal of what the ego wants. A world it rules made up of bodies, mindless and capable of complete corruption and decay. If this is a mistake, it can be undone easily by truth. Any mistake can be corrected if truth is left to judge it. But if the mistake is given the status of truth, to what can it be brought? The holiness of sin is kept in place by just this strange device. As truth is inviolate, and everything is brought to it, the judgment as a mistake, it must be brought to truth. It is impossible to have faith in sin, for sin is faithlessness. Yet it is possible to have faith that a mistake can be corrected. There is no stone in all the ego's embattled citadel that is worth more heavily defended than the idea that sin is real, the natural expression of what the Son of God has made himself to be and what he is. To the ego, this is no mistake, for this is its reality. This is the truth from which escape will always be impossible. This is his past, his present, and his future. For he has somehow managed to corrupt his father and change his mind completely. Mourn, then, the death of God, whom sin has killed, and this would be the ego's wish, which in its madness it believes has accomplished. Would you not rather that all this be nothing more than a mistake, entirely correctable, and so easily escaped from that its whole corruption, or whole correction, I should say, is like walking through a mist into the sun? For that is all it is. Perhaps you would be tempted to agree with the ego that it is far better to be sinful than mistaken. Yet think you carefully before you allow yourself to make this choice. Approach is not lightly, for it is the choice of hell or heaven.
Thank you so much for joining with us in Section 2, Sin versus Error, of Chapter 19, The Attainment of Peace. Please have a beautiful day. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Freddie, for reading for me today. Thank you all for being here.